For more than 1,000 years, Roman civilization was the center and capital of Europe. This history and resulting effects have been captured in everything from basilicas to tombs and are still preserved and seen by thousands of tourists today. Laura Donato, a Roman teacher and archaeologist, says Rome offers a perspective of art history that is difficult to find elsewhere.
It's very important to point out that studying history is important to know that we are always the same. Humanity is always the same, just a different dress. I try to show in which way art history or archaeology can be useful instruments to orienteer in the present, to try to imagine something different for the future.
Ancient art and traditions are especially notable in the necropolis underneath St. Peter's Basilica. In looking at the tombs and mausoleums by both pagans and Christians, it was evident that Christians had a different, more hopeful view of death.
Looking at the early Christian decorations on coffins, on walls inside small rooms excavated in the catacombs, or the Christian mausoleums, we'll see that just iconography inspired by this happy idea of life after death. The most common iconographies are inspired by the Good Shepherd or Jonah or the resurrection of Lazarus. So many decorations inspired by this idea of life after death.
Even Pope Francis mentioned this idea. He spoke about the fear that has the ability to affect and even cripple people when they don't share in the Christian belief of the resurrection.
Fra noi, comunemente, c'è un modo sbagliato di guardare la morte. La morte ci riguarda tutti, ci interroga in modo profondo, specialmente quando ci tocca da vicino o quando colpisce i piccoli, gli indefessi, in una maniera che ci risulta scandalosa. Chi pratica la misericordia non teme la morte. Siete d'accordo? Lo diciamo insieme per non dimenticarlo. Chi pratica la misericordia non teme la morte.
The belief of life after death is evident through the art in Rome. It's a belief in history that Donato says gives recipients a different perspective on life, one with hope and a greater sense of purpose.
Coming in Rome, you can touch this important continuity between past and present time. Rome is named the Eternal City, not because we are still living on the same city, but because the classical culture born in Greece became in Roman times the global culture of the world known at the time. And the Christianism saved this culture, used this culture to communicate the strongness of the gospel.
This strength is still evident in the Vatican today and the works of art still preserved from ancient times, which transmit the message of the resurrection and hope of the life to come.